Tots and Teens in Focus. I'm your host, Patricia Trim, and today I have my special guest, and she is no other than Tamika James, our May Queen 2012. She was crowned on last Saturday. She was crowned on Saturday, May 19th, at the Bethel Deliverance Gospel outdoor venue. We had our little crowning of the Queen, and we must thank everyone that attended. It wasn't much, but we have to do what we have to do. So we have our queen here, Tamika, and Tamika will not only be a queen to wear the crown, but she will be a role model. She already had her first experience of interviewing Christopher Banks, who is running for the city assemblies in the 68th district. So she had already her first experience in that. And many more to come. She will be interviewing State Senator John Sampson in a little couple weeks from now. So as we welcome Tamika, and she will tell us, she is a very good talker. I think she can talk more than me, and she will be able to explain much more and tell you about herself. She will tell us a little bit more about herself, how she enjoyed being crowned as Miss Tots and Teens May Queen. And let me tell you a little story about Tamika. When Tamika was a little child coming to the program, you could not get Tamika to do anything. Tamika refused to do anything. And Tamika now is the May Queen. And she was so happy. Changes are happening. So I'm so proud of her. And when I saw her, I'm screaming because I know her as a little girl. And she's all grown up. As I said, Tots and Teens, they all grown up. So Tamika, we welcome you once again to Tots and Teens, and you will give us a little bit idea about your name and tell us more about you, and then you will talk also about your experience in being the May Queen 2012.
Well, thank you for having me here. I'm very happy and I'm excited that I actually feel like I belong, because usually I'm not doing anything much but school, and now I feel like I have something to do and I'm not bored, and it's a happy experience.
So Tamika, I know you tell us something about your school, the school that you go to and what form you're, what grade. Hear a little bit more about yourself going to school.
I go to a Catholic school, Our Lady of Trust. It's 2 campuses, but I go to Trust, and there's Miracles, or St. Jude, or whatever they like to call it. I'm in 8th grade. In September, I'll be going to 9th grade. I'm going to Bishop Lochner High School. That's a different Catholic school. At my school, I think their motto is charity, faith, hope, and trust. So I think they stand for that, and I'm happy to go there.
I'm happy that you're at a Catholic school, because that is school I grew up in. I know nothing else but only Catholic. I went to Catholic school, Catholic church, and everything Catholic. And I think the foundation that they have given me, I'm able to motivate myself with it. They teach me how to be a lady and how to work within the community and to meet and greet people. So you're at a good school. Now tell us something about your experience being the May Queen, and the joy and the jollification that you felt being crowned as May Queen 2012.
Well, being crowned as May Queen, I got to meet a lot of people, and now that I am May Queen, I get to interview people that I don't know, and I'm happy that I get to know more people, because now I feel like I can go around in Brooklyn and know who I'm talking to or where I'm at.
That is so good. That is why we have Tots and Teens program, and when we crown our youth or role model as May Queen, we want them to meet people, talk with them. It's an open forum that they can meet and talk and greet people, and it's something that it's like a profession, and not only meeting and talking, but also you'll have to do a lot of television program. As a past Tots and Teens member, give us some of your experience of being a past Tots and Teens member.
Well, I remember that Miss Trim always used to bring me places, and at first I'd be happy to go there, and when I get there I'd see a whole bunch of people I don't know, then there'd be a whole bunch of kids trying to touch me, and when I was little I wasn't really a fan of being touched, because I always thought kids were dirty and they'd stick their fingers in their nose, so I never really wanted to do anything or touch anything, so I was always in the corner to myself, and I always refused to do something, because I felt like when I did it, it wouldn't turn out right, or something would always have to go wrong.
I never knew that, but she was always good and always wanted to. But thank God that she has gotten out of that stage, and now she's into an open stage, and she's willing to participate and to be involved, and not only to be involved in her own community, but to have other exposure that will be beneficial for her as a May Queen for 2012, and then at the end of your term you will be able to crown another queen as May Queen, as your experience. And some parents give you some good advice, so let's hear what you have learned from those advice.
Well, my parents have told me that I should be a leader, not a follower, and that I was born to stand out. I wasn't born to fit in, and I should always be myself at all costs, and no matter what the case is, and to do what I want to do. Like if there's something I want to do and it's a possibility that it can't be done, do everything you can to get it done.
Mm-hmm. That's Tamika, May Queen 2012, who is giving us our all. Surprising, and I'm going to tell you something. You are doing so fine. You are doing so fine that you could really speak out. I know there were some other May Queens and we call them Mother Queen, who give you some advice. How do you feel about those advice?
Well, my mom is there for everything. Everything I do, she's always there. So it's like I get her advice on everything. She tell me what to wear, how to wear it. If I want to wear something, I can't wear it because it won't look right. So she'll pick out my clothes and I'll look at it and I'm like, oh okay, all right. So I enjoy her advice. It helps me out a lot. So I think that teens everywhere should take their mother's advice, because sometimes your mom would tell you, like, you'd want to go to a party and then she'd say no and you'll be upset with her, and then next thing you know your friends tell you what happened at that party and then you end up happy that you didn't go.
Yes, take that advice. And Tamika, listen to your parents and be a role model within the community, because if she can say her mother picks out her clothes and she is approve of it, that is a child who is listening to her parents. This is a true role model, because a true role model listens to parents' advice, listens to community advice, and keep a role modelship level wherever they go. Now, Tamika, let's talk about your advice. How would you advise young people to become role models in the community?
I would advise young teens or kids to become role models by doing what they want. Like, if you see an old person and you want to help them, and you see another block of kids and you're like, if I go help them I'll look stupid, don't worry about them, because you might never see them again. So help that old person and what goes around comes around. And next thing you know, when you're old, you'll have a kid helping you. Or if you want to grow flowers and you see other kids playing with an Xbox and you're like, I look stupid growing flowers. Grow your flowers. Next thing you know, their Xbox stops working and your flowers are still growing.
Yeah, that's so cute of you to really give that advice. I never thought of it that way. You're never too old to learn. So I'm learning from my May Queen that, grow your flowers, because the Xbox will stop working, but they still have the beautiful flowers around. And because of that beautiful flower is shining within you. If it wasn't for that beautiful mother of yours, that beautiful parents of yours, you would have not been able to make a difference. And
It's your
to
mother.
let your
Pick it up.
and let your light shine, that others may be able to see that you have grown, and you have grown really well. And I do hope that, Tamika, that you will able to take this as an opportunity that you will able to take, and you will able to be more productive and to able to share it more with other young people. Now, before we go, your word of advice to our young people out there?
Be yourself. Like, I'm in love with mindless behavior, and I love their motto, be confident in yourself and whatever you want to do. So if you see your friends in a certain outfit and you like it, go ahead and wear it, but wear it in your own sense of style. Don't try to fit in, because it doesn't work well. Trust me, it doesn't. So just be yourself in whatever you do and be confident in yourself. And take a good look in your mirror and remember that's how you're going to look forever. And just be confident in yourself.
Thank you, Tamika, for those interesting words. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being the May Queen 2012. And thank you very much, the crowning of the Queen. And from Tots and Teens, we say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for having me.
Oh, she's cute. Very nice. As she's crowned May Queen 2012, would you put your hands together for the May Queen and to crown you May Queen 2012, and she's crowned by Shaneza Graham. As she takes her hands together and welcome our 2012 May Queen, Tamika James, as she take her walk down the walk. As she walks with pride, she's now become a role model, and she will represent Tots and Teens in all our youth models, youth role modelship. Tamika James, as we put her together and she waves her hands and we ask her to come forward and give her speech of appreciation and thank you.
Girls, I am Tamika James. I am a member of the Tots and Teens program. I am proud to be nominated as a role model for Tots and Teens 2012 May Queen. I promise to be a role model and perform my duty as the youth ambassador for Tots and Teens and Focus. I must express my appreciation to the CEO founder of Tots and Teens, Patricia Schrum, and to my parents, Oz and Bob, and Lennox James. And to all you folks here who have taken your time to come and witness the ceremony of me being crowned as Tots and Teens May Queen 2012. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
The mother of Tamika James, the May Queen of Tots and Teens 2012, and I'm going to make sure she do her best as the May Queen to serve the community.
Very good afternoon to each and every one of you, especially the Queen of the evening, the May Queen, Tots and Teens 2012. Congratulations on your achievement. Mom, I recognize that you're a proud mom today because of your stewardship. You brought your daughter along, and there's so much more to do as she has been selected as a role model to the other Tots and Teens. We at Bethel Deliverance, we're glad to be a part of whatever is going on in the community that will benefit our children and the community as a whole. Today, Pastor and Apostle Arlie Israel is not here. I'm the associate pastor, and I'm pleased to say that come next year, the facility will be available. And
good evening, everyone. I must say congratulations to Tamika. I know that you have taken on a role, and I can tell that you will indeed excel in this role. My daughter, Lynella Jones, was 2009 May Queen. I'm sorry she couldn't be here today, but she sent her blessings and her wishes for you, and I know that you will, do all that you have to do to be the ambassador for Tots and Teens. And once again, all the best and good luck. Thank you.
Congratulations, you're very beautiful, and I want your life to be enhanced from this program. Take it as a stepping stone to the future, whereas a couple of years from now you'll be crowning another beautiful little girl. And Miss Trim is somebody with a very big heart. She doesn't care what the weather is, what the time is, but she makes certain that whatever it is that she has to get done is done. She doesn't care if it's 4, 5, 10, or 20 people, but the good thing is always try to give her their support. And as you grow, as my daughter grew, she was in the Tots and Teens from a very little girl, and it teaches you so much. It exposes you to TV. They used to interview people. I remember the comptroller, New York, all these people. So, it enhances your life. And grab it and run with it. And share it among your friends in the community. And I wish you all the best in your life. Good luck.
Ms. Trinity, I'm Shirley Brown Foster. Tamika, I really want to congratulate you. It's the first time I met you. You're a very outstanding young lady. You have a very wonderful personality. And I have to tell you, I'm glad you brought not only your mother, but backup. Because you're going to need backup from Miss Trim. Because she's going to have you going. This morning when she called me, I said, Miss Trim, I really don't feel good. She said, that's okay. Come anyway. So I get in the car at 12:30 on my way over here. She called me, Shirley, I need you to pick up something for you. I said, Miss Trim, I told you I don't feel good. But that's all right. Just go pick up this one thing for me. Okay. I pick up the one thing. Miss Trim, I have the patties. Oh, can you go by someplace and pick up something else for me? Miss Trim, I don't feel good. Just go pick up this for me. So I went to this lady's house and I picked up something else. By the time she finished with me, I felt so good. Everything was gone. And here I am today. It's a joy to work with her. As I have to echo what other parents said, whether it's one person or 20 people, the show continues to go on. And she has taught me something. No matter what, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Get it done. And she's a person who really believes in having children do something and accomplish something. And she teaches children one thing. If you say you're going to do something, do it. No matter what, get it done. So she will teach you that. And she's a wonderful person to be associated with, and you will meet some interesting people. Malachi, age 6, I believe, was able to interview Marty Markowitz. And it was a wonderful experience, and no one asked you to come over, but thank you anyway. Please don't miss, no, it's not a funny night again, and I hope your reigning time will be wonderful. Enjoy yourself.
I've known Tamika for quite a while. Her mom and my mom goes way, 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 way back. And knowing Tamika, she's a very respectful person, very loving. So I am quite happy that you are being crowned Miss May Fair, May Queen. Congratulations.
Hi everyone. I've known Mrs. Trim for quite a while. What a nice lady. I've known Tamika for quite a long time. I should know better than her godmother. Her mom is my sister-in-law, so we're all family. This is a happy occasion. I'm so happy for Tamika being the reigning May Queen. I know she will do good, so you can count on that. Tamika, congratulations. And ahead. All right.
Good evening, everyone. I've known Miss Trim for some time now, a very long time actually, and I was formerly Miss Riseless, Miss Pleasance, Miss East Coast back in Guyana. So the Maypool and the whole Teens and Tots, it's not a it's not a new experience to me. What Miss Trim is doing, it's a very, very good thing she's doing for the children of the community. And I wish you well. Being a new queen, it's a very challenging job. Your peers and your friends are going to be looking up to you, so please set a good example to them. And your education comes first and foremost. I'm a nursing student at Long Island University, so it's always good when Miss Trim call me and tell me that she has, stuff going on with teens and thought for me to come to show my support. I'm sorry that I came late, but better late than never. So all the best, and Miss Trim, keep up the good work. I wish you always well in everything that you do, and you're a great person. Thank you.
I would like to say to the Mary Queen of 2012 that I hope you can have a good life through the years. That is probably all.
So the Queen, Mary Queen has heard so much and so much messages. We ask her to give her final talk and thanking everyone for their support and the message and what the message that she got and what she will do with those messages and those advice.
I would like to thank everyone who gave me their piece of advice, and so far I've learned a lot about Miss Trim that I've been missing out throughout a few years. That Miss Trim just stops at nothing. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen that day no matter what. I've learned to put my education first. I've learned to be responsible with this job that I have now and cherish it. It won't last that long. Thank you.
I will not regret having her as May Queen 2010. 2012, I am proud of having her, and I know she will perform, and also her mother will perform too, because Queen don't go without the mother and the Queen's got to be together. So when we crown the Queen, we crown the mother too, so Mother Queen. So Tamika, I put my trust in you. You know, it's not only today. You have television program, you have to meet with elected officials. I know you have your schoolwork, but there's a time and a task that we will require. We know that you can't leave your work, but at least, even if you give us one time of our television program, you become a role model. One time interviewing one of our guests, you are good. Because from this day forward, whatever you do on television, and when this go out, everybody will be looking at you as a role model. Everybody will be looking at you and smiling. And remember that some things go all over the world. Even in India, Africa, wherever it is, they will be seeing you. So we are on YouTube, and our channel go all over the world. So I'm so happy, I'm so glad, I'm so joyous of having you, and knowing a child who reject everything has turned up to be Tots and Teens May Queen. That has said me that you have grown, and there's no turning back. I know you will move forward from here. So come and give me a hug. I'll do better than your mother, right? Thank you very much, Tabby.
I am happy to be here to come and see you. Unfortunately, a piece of time I used to model for the American Guyanese pageant, but I could still do my thing. But what I say to you, keep going, keep strong, keep positive, and just do everything that you need to do. Okay? I love you.
Just smile and laugh.
Thank you.
Guys, put it out. Give me a second, I'm getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some song.
Start over? Yeah, okay. Start talking? Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for Tots and Teens.
Thank you very much.
Tots and Teens in Focus. My name is Tamika James. I'm May Queen of 2012. And here we have Mr. Banks, and Mr. Banks will give us some advice on how to be a role model and some advice and some parenting advice. So welcome.
Well, thank you.
Well, hi, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this show today, Teens and Tots. And it's just a pleasure coming up here, just being able to impart some information and some advice to our youth and seniors and what it is to be a role model, and letting folks know that it's definitely not an easy job of being a role model, but it's a worthy position, and it's something that I enjoy doing. Some advice I would give our youth and the community is that one of the things I've always been a big proponent of is education. Getting involved in your schooling and making sure that you understand how important education is, and how that is basically, to me, fundamental. Getting your high school diploma, going on to some type of trade school or college, and so you can become a productive person in society, and making sure that you're selfish in a sense when you're in your high school years, when you're in your junior high school years, that everything should be about making sure that you're successful in walking across that stage and getting your diploma. And for our elderly, I just had lost a friend of mine, and a lot of people tell me I have an old spirit. His name was James Campbell, and he just passed away. He was 103 years old. I met him about 8 or 9 years ago out in Brownsville. And one of the things he taught me was the importance of working with seniors, understanding the wisdom that they have and the things that they can give to you only if we stop and listen to them. So for our elders and for our seniors, I would encourage you to be that source of wisdom.
Being here, thank you for your advice. I'm Tamika James from Tots and Teens in Focus, May Queen 2012. We hope you come back, and thank you for being here.
Well, thank you.
Say goodbye to Tots.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Tots and Teens.